Hi Stitchy friends! Happy Thursday. Welcome to my Flosstube. Ooh, it looks like you're a little wonky today. No worries. My name is Chelsea. I am the owner and designer of Vermont Stitchy Co. So all the patterns you see on my Etsy shop or anything that I show on Instagram, those are all made by me. A few things that I show here on YouTube are not made by me, but I'll let you know when that happens, and so you can know the difference between mine and other people's. So for those of you who are new, welcome in. Sit down and have some stitching ready, and as we chat. So let's dive in right away. I really wanted to show you how much progress I've been making on this very large cross stitch pattern that I have designed. Now, you can find this pattern on my Etsy shop as we speak, and I'm posting progress on not on YouTube, on Instagram all the time, but it is on Etsy right now to purchase if you want to. There's no obligation to do so, but I wanted to show you my progress. Now this is very, very big. As you can see, my head for scale. It is very large. I'm not done with it. Oh, and it's upside down. I'm not done with it yet. But I made a lot of progress this weekend. The problem is work is so busy during the work day. Like I'm on a new team now, so the old team, we had some down times as the term continues, peak submission rates, stuff is really busy, and then sometimes it gets slow, and I'm updating and doing other things, but on I still have downtime. So but on this new team, everything is brand new. I'm learning, and it's constant work, constantly, all the time, so there's not as much downtime. But I did get this done, which is or made a lot of progress over the weekend. I can't do anything really during the week because my brain is so dead at the end of a work day that I'm like, I need to get away from technology. I don't have a printer, so I don't print anything out. That is an option if you want to, but I don't. I like to do it on my computer to follow the pattern, and I just need to step away for a while. But I've made a lot of progress. I'm almost done, so there's not going to be anything up here. There's not going to be anything up here. This is just extra. I always cut out my fabric first, but I give myself, for the most part, try and give myself enough room. I'm cutting it close here on this side and on this side, so I'm not always perfect with it, but I try my best. So this is just extra space that will be wrapped around a frame or something when I'm done. So same with the bottom. There's not going to be anything extra down here. There will be red dots inside here to give the illusion of holly. That's what I have it, but right now I don't have it filled in yet. And then on both sides, there will be this kind of check pattern. It's just going to be red check. There won't be anything. There won't be a white inside. But the recipe itself is done, and then over here will be 3 gingerbread people, but I don't have those done yet. And then occasionally I will have some holly decorated down here, and maybe up in here too. I have to look. It's been that long. I haven't done anything all week, so yeah, so that is my progress. It is a lot though. And somewhere in here I got really mad because I messed up. I think it was up here. I messed up and like stitched one down for like half a word, and I just threw it up in the air and was like, I'm done for the day. I'm so dead, brain dead. But it happens. So I'm pretty close to being finished. Not really, but if not, I will be taking it over the Christmas break to my in-laws' house. But the goal is to have it done before Christmas. But I don't know what's going to happen there. And then when I finish it, if you saw my last YouTube video last week or 2 weeks ago, I'm going to do a busted canvas. My mom wants this, so she specifically requested a busted canvas look. So I have my eye on a few pieces of fabric. She's got a Stuart plaid check at home, kind of similar to my flannel that I'm wearing today. So she's got one at her house that'll be the inside of the busted canvas. And then for the outside, she wanted cardinals and a little bit of greenery on a white background, which is similar to something I showed you last week. So I've got my eye on a few fabric pieces that are like that. I can't find the exact one that I used. You know, it's old fabric, and after a certain amount of time, fabric companies, they discontinue, and then you can't find them very often. So I'll have to get the closest possible match. So that is that. I want to show you, these are two that are not mine, but they are ones that I've done in the past. This is, if you're new here, I started my cross stitch journey a couple years ago, and I used printed cross stitch patterns. It's basically a paint by number. I think it's an excellent way if you are new to cross stitching to try to see if you like it. Counted for me was really hard in the beginning. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand how you counted. It took a long time for me to get used to it. So I recommend a printed cross stitch pattern. This was one of my first ones. I think this might be my second one I did. I have the very, very, very first one I did right next to me. I'll show you that in a second. But you can see snowman, cardinals, rabbit. You know, farther away you can really see the colors and the pictures, and then as you get closer you can see individual cross stitch. So it's cute. And because I was so new, I just cut out a piece of cardboard and I just, you know, attached it to the back. It was a random piece of cardboard. I don't even know what I was using, but it works. And I only take it out for Christmas and into January. This is one that I can easily take into the winter time in January, even kind of push it to February, early February. So this I really enjoy, and I think is really cute and fun. And this is just fabric on the sides because the cardboard that I cut out was too big, and I just thought, well, I'll just add. So I just sewed a piece of fabric on each side. I just had a scrap fabric. So I did do it to the top as well and to the bottom, but I don't know, it worked that I don't need to see that part. And now the very, very first cross stitch printed cross stitch that I did. Please don't judge me on the decoration, but I just don't want to change it because I like to remember where I came from. But this is it. It says Merry Christmas, obviously. I believe, I'm like 90% sure that I got this pattern on Amazon. I am not an affiliate. I don't get any money for that, but I'm pretty sure I got this on Amazon. These are owls, if you couldn't tell. I think they have a Halloween version of this too, where it says like Happy Halloween up top, and they're in different things. I don't know. This one always reminded me of a drunk, but I thought this was so cute. This is, I was so new that the red I was using, when you're doing cross stitching, you want to pull out individual. You get a packet or a skein of 6 threads of the same color, and you're supposed to pull one out, one little string out. I didn't know that. So for the red in this guy's sweater, I was having a hell of a time putting it through the 14 count Aida. I was like, this is not working. I don't get it, because I was doing all 6. That's how new I was. So guys, mistakes are okay. They happen. And it took me, I think I had to watch a YouTube video on like how to thread a needle for a cross stitch that I realized, oh, you're only supposed to pull out the one, not use all 6, because I was struggling putting the all 6 in the eye of the needle, and there was no, like this one you can feel in some of these the difference. I know you won't be able to see it, but you can, if you touch it, you can feel the difference with 6 versus just 1 or 2 technically. But I like it. And the decoration is silly, just leftover stuff that I had. This is fabric that I had left over, and a ribbon from like a tree that I don't use anymore. Actually, I think it's from that tree, to be honest. I think these, the little jingle balls are from that tree too. So yes, and as you know, I am an unconventional in how I hold my stuff up. So I took, guys, real talk, it's just cardboard, and this metal piece is from like an air fryer that we had thrown away. We don't use air fryers. It was like one of those big kind of microwave looking air fryers, and so we had thrown the air fryer away, but I had this pan, I don't know what else to call it, and so I just hot glued it to the pan, and it works. I can hang it if I want to, but normally I just lean it. It's in my hallway. As you walk up the stairs, you see it, and I can just lean it up against the wall, and it works perfectly fine. And because it's cardboard, I was afraid it would get bent, so this keeps it straight-ish. I mean, the ends of this is breaking, but it keeps the main part straight and solid, and yeah, so dorky, I know, but it is what it is. And let me show you a quilt that I just made. Well, not just, but you know, it was a couple days ago. I finally finished. It took a long time, not because it takes a long time, it's just I was lazy. I still haven't made the Christmas quilt that my husband gave me a year ago, last Christmas. I still haven't made it. I'm close, but I'm still haven't made it. But this is the newest quilt. It's these cameos, very Halloween-y. I know we just jumped 2 different themes, but you know, I thought I finished, might as well share. So you won't be able to see the thread work, but the back is a batik. If any of you are interested in quilting, I like to mix, just like in cross stitching, like I'm not conventional. I don't always follow the rules. Same with quilting, I don't follow the rules. So I use batik for the backing because it's what I had, and I try and use what I have as best I can. And then these are just the fabrics that I got. I used cotton batting for the inside, and a lot of the cotton batting, you can't see anything, but if you felt it, there are thin spots, thin, not empty, but thin, and there are some thicker spots with different batting because I just use scraps of batting. And when you put scraps of batting over the top, you want to kind of overlay them so that they cover. You don't want a blank spot because then it can be a little cold in that area. So when you overlap them, the batting can get thick in spots, which is nice. I don't care. And I use free motion quilting on top, so it doesn't move. The batting doesn't move inside, and then it, you know, kind of crumbles down to the bottom, and then you have to shake it out. I don't want to do that. So when you feel it, it's thick in spots, thin in spots. That doesn't make it any less warm. It just feels different, but I don't mind. It's just for me, and right now I have a couch from the living room up here next to me because we have the Christmas tree downstairs, and my husband wanted a close to an 8, I think our ceilings are 8 foot tall, so he wanted almost an 8 foot tall Christmas tree, which we got, and so we had to make room. Downstairs wouldn't fit the chair. There's a wing back chair, so it's up here, so that quilt is sitting up here. And with me right now, let's see, don't mind the mess, people, is Shadowfax. He's been very clingy lately. Oh, and of course I moved it. Isn't it how it goes? It is what it is, people. It is what it is. So he's been very clingy. I don't know why. but he just has been. Tear has been so much better. We stopped our twice a week shots for Tear, so now he's just getting it once a month now. So his next shot won't be till after the Christmas time. And he's running around, he's playing. I mean, it's wintertime, it's cold, so they aren't as rambunctious as they normally would be. But even still, he's a lot more active than he was before the shots. So I'm so happy that he is. And his diet seems to be working. He's losing weight, much to his annoyance. He likes food a lot. They both do. And so, yeah, I got another blood work done this past Tuesday. So we'll see what the blood work says for that. And I don't know when I'll find that out. I'm going to assume probably after the holidays. I don't expect to find out before the holidays. If I did, that'd be nice, but I don't know. Over the holidays, we are, I guess my husband surprised me last night and was like, oh yeah, I'm working on Christmas Eve. I was like, what? So I'm going to be all by myself most of the day, which is fine. I can entertain myself. But I was really upset that he didn't tell me, because I don't particularly like driving at night. Just not my thing. I have an astigmatism. Driving at night's not my favorite. I do it, but I don't like it. So now we have to, he gets out of work at 6 p.m. We're in Vermont, and that means it's dark early. So we actually won't get to his parents' house, which is 2 hours away, close to Boston, till 8 or 9 if we don't hit any traffic. The cats are coming with us because I was like, I'm not leaving them behind. I need them. I need them as a buffer. I need them as an excuse to escape if I need a break, because sometimes we need breaks from our in-laws, and that's okay. So I'm going to use them as an excuse. And hopefully it'll be a nice time. I hope everybody will be, including my husband and myself. No judgments, but I hope we all are on our best behavior and things go well. New Year's Eve / New Year's Day is my husband and my anniversary. We are heading into our 10th year. So technically we're in our 9th year. It's hard on New Year's Eve I regret a little bit having anniversary on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, but we are heading into our 10th year of being married, 11 of together, and so that'll be interesting. I think we're gonna go to dinner, nothing fancy, but no video next week. Oh, my husband also, he can't handle surprises. And so he was like, I got you a gift, but it's dorky. And he showed it to me. And it's like this metal contraption that you can attach to something and like film from above with your phone. So the phone is facing, I'm facing this way. The phone would be facing downward. So I can be able to show you cross stitching, or if I do a busted canvas, I can film myself making the busted canvas. And so I'm very excited for that. But I was like, why are you showing? This is a great gift. Why are you showing me now? Like, just wrap it up, put it in a box. I don't care. Just put it in the Amazon box that it came in, put it under the tree, because I'm not going to use it right now. So that's exciting. So for the new year, I'm hoping that I can film the making of the busted canvas for this piece. It'll probably be at my mom's house because she's got the nice space for it, and it'll be hers eventually. So hopefully I can film that, and maybe I can branch out and do some extra filming of me cross stitching, just little snippets, nothing big. Or maybe I can make a compilation. You know, this year was a big year for me in just stepping out of my comfort zone and even just creating this YouTube channel. So the fact that I have it is, like, for an introvert, is a big step. So for me, that's a big step. But I'm hoping, my goal next year is to be able to get a editing software, you know, one of those free ones, nothing fancy, on my phone or computer, so that I can do edits and make my videos a little bit fancier and nicer. I think there's some things happening at work that should streamline everything and make it a little bit less overwhelming. So I'm hoping that I can add a new skill and learn how to edit my videos. So we shall see. So that'll be goals for the new year. Oh, also on my Etsy page, I wanted to mention a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that my stepmom requested that I design a very simple, very, very, very beginner-friendly pattern for her so she can give to her mom. I'm not worried about any one of them finding this and me they don't watch YouTube like that. So I made it for her. It's a nativity scene. It is on my Etsy shop right now. Like this, I have to finish this first. This is how my brain works. I have to finish this first and get this stitched before I can start the nativity scene. So I will be a little behind in the stitching, but there are images up, screenshots of what it looks like. So we are good to go there. You are more than welcome to go on my Etsy page and find that nativity scene. It's under like the Christmas heading. So if you're interested, you're more than welcome to. There's no pressure, but it's there. And from that, I also haven't put up yet, but I will next week, a mini nativity scene. So I have the nativity with stars, and then the 3 wise men and 2 camels. That's what she wanted. It's not much bigger than my hand. Really small, very beginner friendly. And so I took just the top part with just the nativity without the 3 wise men and the camels and the stars, and I made a miniaturized mean I just cut those other parts off and just had just the top bit. So if you're not interested in the 3 wise men, I have a little minis coming soon, so we'll see. It will be there, so, but that'll be next week, so keep an eye out on my Instagram. Speaking of that, if you haven't already, my Instagram link is in the description box below, so you can follow me there. You can also find my Etsy shop page link in the description box below. If you stuck with me this far, I'm going to wrap it up. If you celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. Have a wonderful holiday weekend. Get some stitching in. Relax if you can. Only stab the cross of the 8-0 or whatever you're using. No stabbing other people. And enjoy your holidays and have a great time. And a new year. Happy New Year too. Bye.